Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So a lot to digest. What is Alfredo doing now? Anybody know? What is Alfredo doing? Do we know? No, a lot to digest. There's a lot of information that was kind of said. Astrology is a really cool thing. I've always really been interested in astrology, but I never really got around to learning it because I kind of look at the chart and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? But I think once you kind of detach from it having to be looked at it at a certain way, and you can kind of make your own way of doing something, it could be a really unique kind of idea that can kind of manifest into something that other people could utilize as well, and something that's maybe more digestible. Because I think a lot of it is let's not be naive right now. The government literally has astrologists on deck. They have people that specifically look at these concepts and utilize them to their benefit. Okay, what policies, what things, what are people going to be more bipartisan on? People, they know what they're doing in a very unique type of way, in a way that needs to be taken seriously. 2, 3, 4. Actually, as I'm talking. So, it's really it's something to think about. It's something to look at, and it's also really important that we understand that this is a lot of information, and Rome was not built in overnight or one day or whatever. It's you got to take it one step at a time. So part of part of a spiritual awakening or spiritual growth, people like to romance it. I'm seeing a lot of it on TikTok, and I've been refraining from going on TikTok because I actively lose brain cells as I go on TikTok. But I really do notice that the collective really has this thing where it's they're kind of, because if you're manifesting a spiritual awakening, you have to understand what that entails. It's not going to entail rainbows and sunshine and ponies. It's quite literally a very, 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 very dark time. Okay, it can be. It looks different for everybody. Okay, but usually it's going to be a very dark time because it depends on where you are at in life, but everything you've known, you actually don't. You actually realize that you didn't know, and all along you were kind of forming these beliefs, and you were forming these certain things out of what you were grown up to believe, your constructs that your parents maybe put on you, or their religious beliefs, or your friends, the people you've surrounded yourself with. And then you're well, fuck, this whole time I was manifesting people that were bad for me, because I was manifesting a reflection of myself, because I didn't detach from my ego, and I didn't truly understand what I truly wanted. So because I wasn't aligned, a lot of people be manifesting, but they don't understand chakras, or they don't understand alignment, what it truly means. What it truly means to be spiritually aligned. They don't understand that. So, yeah, you're going to get your manifestations, but you're going to realize, well, this isn't what I truly wanted. Because, yeah, your manifestations came in because, one, you finally detached from it. You let go. And two, you probably manifested that at a time where you weren't at the level that you are now. Do you understand? It's a very oblique phenomenon. Objects appear closer than they seem. You actually you start to understand, and you take down these notches, and you're well, fuck, ego death is very, very surreal, guys. You you will find yourself at a really tough spot if you don't like deconstruct your ego. You almost will not be able to really do anything. Like, you won't be able to manifest what you truly want, or will truly satisfy you, because you have to remember what we are usually fetching for is to feed the appetites of our body. And we can't truly do that if we don't even understand what truly feeds us, what truly makes us happy, what connects us to our soul at the truest, purest level. Okay? But usually, along your path, if you find yourself doing typically the right thing, you'll be fine. Because you'll realize that you'll understand people's limitations as well. You'll understand that people have trauma. They have belief systems that are just simply different. That are simply different from what you've grown up with, what your friends grown up with, your family. And it's part of life. It's part of understanding each other. It's part of it's just part of life, dude. Like, it's really, it's not as big deal as you're probably making it seem like. But at the time, it's kind of like when you're little and like you fall down and you hurt yourself and you're like, wow, that really fucking hurt. And it's like at the moment, look at how small you are as like a person, and then like you think that event is like your entire world. But as you grow up and you have more life experiences and you live through more things, it's like that one fall, you don't even remember it, right? So it's like, think of it like a vertical axis and you're going up and down. Or even think of, if you're like an econ major like I am, think of it as like the fucking supply curve, where like you go left and right. Like, we want to go right, because we're getting more quantity, but we don't want to go left because we're getting less. Why would we? You know what I mean? So like, just think of it like that. There's so many ways you can apply it, and it's actually really, really cool in my opinion. But like, also understand it's not, maybe your way isn't going to be the fucking same as everyone else's. This new moon is in Aquarius. New moon signifies new beginnings in life, and Aquariuses are very unique, and that's okay. We need to start understanding it is okay. We need to start understanding that we are part of the higher and bigger consciousness of collective human beings. We are all connected. We are all connected. That is the beauty of spirituality, because you quite literally learn that everything happens for a reason. And then that's when you start to understand divine timing a little bit more better and digestible. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, there's so many unique ways you can manifest. It just depends on what works for you. And also understanding, it's like a really deep understanding of your soul, because there's going to be methods that people use and you're like, well, that's working out for them, so why isn't it working out for me? Well, you have to understand, maybe you're just different. Maybe you're just different. Oh hell, aren't we all a little different? Aren't we all our unique own human beings? I keep saying unique, that's like the word of the day, I guess. But we're all just different. Like, that's okay. That's simply okay. That's all I gotta say. I love you guys. Burp. Bye.